Hi everyone, welcome to your weekly readings for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. Into a new month, into a Mercury retrograde. I hope you're handling it okay. Hopefully you know the rules in a Mercury retrograde. Relax, reflect, observe, don't act too quickly. Old stuff is coming up, old people are reappearing. You don't need to be reacting to them. If you're here, please say hi in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. Hi, Renee. Take the time to get settled in. Take the time to get nice and relaxed and comfortable. Take a few deep breaths and let anything you're carrying with you just drift away from you. I'm going to start off in a moment by looking at the picture for the collective, and then I'll move on to the 12 signs. Hi, LV. Hi, Mahari. But we're going to start off by looking at the picture for the collective. If you're here, please remember to like and share the video. Hi, Melody. So what's the collective dealing with this week? Hi, Tina J. Collective energies. Yeah. Basically, as I was saying, very typical Mercury retrograde energy. It's not that you're not able to act. If there's inspired action to take, you can take it. What you can't really do at this time is react. So stuff's happening, stuff's coming in, you're having experiences, some of them not fun, some of them dredging up the past, potentially triggering you in various ways. That's the stuff that you need to observe. That's the stuff that you can write stuff down if you want, talk it through maybe, but don't rush into a reaction. We're coming in here with the High Priestess in our conscious mind. So we are pulled back, we are withdrawn. It is about the inner process, and we're very conscious, I feel, of our inner processes at this time. And if you're not, then take the time to get acquainted with your inner process, because that's what's going to guide you ultimately out of this. Subconscious Ace of Swords. A need for clarity, a need to be clear. This is also, incidentally, I feel, going to bring up stuff that we can get rid of from our lives. So stuff that is being dredged up now while it's coming back into our lives is stuff I feel that we're mostly going to be getting rid of if it's not beneficial, if it's not useful. Moved out of a space of the Eight of Pentacles, which is patiently working on things. Some things are coming to a head, some things you're going to observe, but then you're going to get rid of them. Don't need to keep putting into them. Now, at the moment, you can't act. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. So anxiety may be ruling the roost for you a little bit at times. You may be getting a bit of the old free-floating anxiety. You're not quite sure where it's coming from. It may attach to everything. That's why you can't react, because it's the deeper process at play. As we move through this week, things are going to become clearer. You're going to be able to see more clearly, make clearer decisions about what you accept, what you don't accept, what you do, what you don't do, what you tolerate, what you don't tolerate. King of Swords. Very, very swordy spread, unsurprisingly. Mercury is an air element, ultimately. It's an air planet, so there's no surprise that we have so many swords. Can you make those clear decisions yet? No, you can't. Don't even try to. Not in reaction to things. Inspired action only at this time. That's the energy of the week. Is it fun? No. Are you feeling it already? Quite possibly. If not, watch out for it. Scorpio cuts really deep. So something's really going to press your buttons. Really deep with the High Priestess again. But it's going to become clear as the week goes on, as this period of time goes on, as we emerge out of it in late November. It's going to become much, much clearer. Don't rush. Please, please don't rush. I'm going to move on to the 12 signs in a moment. That is the collective energy. It shouldn't come as a surprise. Obviously, if there is stuff coming up and you want to book me for a personal reading over it, you're very welcome to do so. We can go into it. You can look at what's underneath it, what's behind it. But it's not going to be bam, quick reaction. It's going to be, okay, here's how you reflect. Here's what you can be working on in the meantime. Here's how it all leads, where it all leads. If I can get the words out. I told you Mercury was in retrograde, so speech as well. That's a Mercury thing. Guess what happens? I'm going to move on now to the 12 signs from Aries through to Pisces, starting with Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The first card is flipped over. You can't make this up. It's the High Priestess again. I'll get the rest of your picture, Aries. Told you we're sitting back. Yeah. So guess what, Aries? You're right in alignment with the collective energies. You might see this a lot. The first card that came up for you was the High Priestess. What was the first card that came up for the collective? The High Priestess. So you're in the zone in terms of the collective, Aries. What does this mean for you? It means that unresolved stuff is coming in for you. I feel that you're dealing with figures from your past. In particular, I feel that you're dealing with family members, mother figures, maternal figures. Could be a mother, could be a grandmother, could be somebody who played that role towards you. Doesn't necessarily have to be your birth mother, although it's likely to be that. And you're like, oh, that's the source of this. That's the cause of this. I thought I'd moved past this. Clearly I haven't. There's more. And you might want to kind of fly into action, like revenge, like point the finger. Oh my goodness, this is down to you. Don't. This is for you to integrate in your future work. It's not for you to go and try and have a fight over. It's not going to work. I have the Moon showing up for you, but I also have the Three of Pentacles showing up for you. So the stuff that's coming up, the emotions being churned up, the reactions, the earlier life memories, the past trauma, if that's coming up. It's there for you to identify how that impacts upon your life in a bigger way, what patterns that's given rise to. But it's also then there for you to transmute, and you're going to transmute it into something that is tangible. So get writing, get drawing, get painting. Whatever else you need to be doing with this, Aries, you've got to get this out of you, because otherwise I feel like you're going to store this up and then you're going to erupt over it. And you don't want to. You don't want to. It is old stuff with the Moon, not current, but it's unresolved. You've got to work it through, clear it out, Aries. This is the main work for you. I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Erin. Taurus. Okay, all court cards for you, Taurus. That's a fun picture. You're grinding to a bit of a halt, I feel. So I feel delays, I feel obstacles for you at this time, Taurus. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating for you, but you're being made to slow down. And you're being made to slow down because you're making some wrong turns, reaching for the wrong people, reaching for people who you feel are practically minded, are going to help you out, and yet they're not on hand. You're coming in with the Queen of Pentacles, which is your card, Taurus. You're having to slow down. You're having to be more methodical. And I don't feel that there's much assistance for you out there in terms of where you'd usually look. So the usual sources of help are not available to you. King of Pentacles, not there. Like your natural match, which means, therefore, that you've got to do this for yourself. You've got to do this for yourself rather than looking for external support, looking for external help, assistance, guidance, whatever else. It's like, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're slowing down to be with your own process. Then you've got to take action based on what is coming from you, not what is coming from outside. What there is for you is not practical help, but what there is for you, I feel, as you slow down, if you don't push, if you take your time, there's a potential love interest. Prince of Cups coming in for you, Taurus. So for you single Taurians, if you're full speed ahead, you're not going to be in the right place. If you're surrounding yourself with all the usual people, you're not going to have space. If you're slowing down, then I do feel somebody potentially suddenly appearing out of nowhere to show an interest in you, to offer you love, support, affection. Not the practical stuff, but the emotional stuff. And that's quite exciting. So it's not all bad news. It's not all slow. There's an opening here for you. And I feel it's something that you can work with. Whilst you're working with this, I feel you're going to be realigning your goals, realigning your visions, and you're going to start to set more of your own rules, not follow somebody else's lead. I hope that makes sense for you, Taurus. The next sign is going to be Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. Excuse me for just a second. Okay. Gemini. What you're looking for, Gemini, what you're reaching for feels to be just out of reach. This is frustrating you. This is causing you a bit of anxiety, a bit of defeatism as well. Well, if I can't do that and I can't do it right now and I can't have that right now, then what's the point of anything? It's also causing you, I feel, to second guess good things. So you're second guessing things that you put in place already, things that are going quite well. You're getting anxious, you're looking around, glancing around, looking over your shoulder, feeling unhappy with the 4 of Cups. You know what you do when things aren't moving for you, Gemini? I feel it's overdue. Take a break from it. Take a break from it. 6 of Swords. Go look at something else, think about something else, but go look at something else. Travel somewhere, whether it's a day trip, whether it's longer, whether it's just a new experience for you. Go tear it up and do something else, something new. Doesn't have to be a long-term commitment. It shouldn't be a long-term commitment, but you need new experiences in your life, Gemini. You need that stimulation. The stuff that you're focusing on isn't moving for you. And you don't want to sabotage what is good. So go focus elsewhere. Time for something new. Ace of Pentacles. Something that captures your imagination. Ideally, something I feel that connects you to the earth, but also to water potentially. So you might be going to a lake or to the sea or to a different country. Or just for a nice hike somewhere. And yeah, it's cold, but go and do it anyway. But don't just sit there and gloom over it, Gemini. Go and have a new experience. That's your main message for this week. I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. Cancer. Yeah. Love life, Cancer. Difficulties in your love life, trouble in your love life, not sure what you've committed to, not sure if this is going to last, not sure if you want to stay the course, doubting it. Do I even know this person? What do I know about them? Breathless. Coming in with the Lovers. No fast decisions this week. Danger of tearing something up for no reason. Or going too deep into something for no reason. For those of you who are single, you might dash into something and then regret it. For those of you who are with someone, you might tear it up and regret it. Slow it down. Slow it down. I have the High Priestess showing up for you as well. So you've got to be more reserved, more patient, more cautious than this. High Priestess is ruled by the moon. That's your ruling planet, Cancer. You know this energy. You know this energy. It's accepting things in their totality. Fast, slow, good, bad, until you get the whole picture. Because with the Four of Cups, you might write something off. Or you might rush into something rather than waiting around for something better if you're single at the moment. That's why you've got to slow down. That's your picture, Cancer. No fast decisions. Sit with it. Observe. Take it in. Process internally. Don't take your strife or difficulties out on them. You can have a conversation with them gently, carefully, but slow it down. Slow it down. Don't make any commitments or decisions that you might then regret. I hope that makes sense for you, Cancer. The next sign is going to be Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. Leo. I mentioned not making quick decisions, and overall people shouldn't be, but Leo, you're bucking the trend a little bit. You're bucking the trend a little bit. Some of you are going to be making decisions that take you away from certain people, certain situations. I feel like you can overthink things, Leo, because then you're going up here and you're not going down here. So you're coming in with the Two of Swords. Strategy. Thinking hard. Thinking hard. Is this the right situation for me? And if you do get a flash of inspiration, which is different from reacting, if you get a flash of inspiration, don't put it to one side. Don't then overthink it some more. Your body is telling you which way to go. Lovers is your challenge card as well. Now remember, the Lovers is a choice. The Lovers is a choice. Ultimately, it's a choice about moving in spiritual alignment or sticking to material concerns. So if you do get a flash of inspiration, you can follow it. You can. And for some of you, it's going to take you away from situations that no longer serve you, connections that no longer serve you, commitments that no longer serve you. 5 of Pentacles. Big gasp. Potential leap of faith required to leave something behind in search of something better. Not as a reaction, but not from overthinking. Simply from reaching a deeper state of knowing, okay, it's time. I hope that makes sense for you, Leo. The next sign is going to be Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. Virgo. Pace yourself, Virgo. Pace yourself. You're in a good place this week. I feel like you are around one person or more than one person who you care about very much. This could be a partner, this could be a really close friend, or this could be your whole family. Partner, kids, whatever your own family setup looks like, but it feels nice, it feels grounded, it feels stable, it feels pleasant, it feels beautiful. So beautiful, you might expect it to stay in this idyllic state. You can notice and enjoy the moment, but don't let it kid you that there isn't more work to do, more stuff to build here, more stuff to act upon over time to strengthen this, to make things deeper, stronger. You're coming in with the 10 of Cups. You also have the 10 of Pentacles. These are very, very happy cards. This is traditionally a happy home, happy family, kids, true love, deep love, committed love. And that's your starting point. Isn't that beautiful? Your advice is the Prince of Pentacles. You can enjoy it. Don't need to rush anything. But from here, it needs to be built stronger, deeper, even stronger. At the same time, Virgo, and the Prince of Pentacles is a Virgo energy, you might be a little critical. You might get critical. You might start to doubt the situation, and you don't need to doubt it. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about valuing the situation enough to work on building it even stronger. These are the right people for you. You are in a good place. Enjoy it, but don't get too comfortable and feel like there isn't more to do. I hope that makes sense for you, Virgo. The next sign is going to be Libra. Hi, Madeline. Libra sun, moon and rising for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. You got to a good place, Libra. Built a lot. So much, in fact. But you're pulling back. It's been a successful year for you, Libra. I feel you expanded. You have more that's tangible. And you're not recognizing it because things are slow at this moment in time. So maybe work has slowed down a bit. Maybe there's a delay on something that you're working on, a project, a house renovation, a move. But that doesn't undermine what you've already put in place. You're coming in with the 10 of Pentacles. You're coming in with the 10 of Pentacles. This is really valuable. You're in a good place. You're valued. You're around the right people. And yet, things are just slipping a tiny bit. And you're like, oh, come on. And then you feel like nothing goes right, even though it has been. But I don't feel like you're really short of money. Not desperately, at least. I don't feel like the rug is about to be pulled from under you. But I feel like there are both demands on your resources and there are choices to be made about where you put them and also where you accept help from at this time. Some of you might be needing to turn work down because it's wrong for you as well. But some of you might be hesitant about taking on extra work when it's right for you because it's something new. I have the all gifted for you. I also have judgment for you. Remember, you're coming from a strong place. This is about building on it. It's about moving higher, ascending up, getting stronger, renewing what you're doing. When you renew what you do, that means adding more strings to your bow, changing how you work, changing your approach. So maybe the things that have brought you all this success aren't quite paying off at the moment. But there's other stuff you can be doing, other approaches you can be taking that I feel are going to open you up. Do you need to use time and resources for those? Yes, but in a smarter way, in a more mature way, Libra. It doesn't feel bad. It feels like an adjustment. I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Scorpio. Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. Scorpio, sun in your sign, Mercury moving retrograde in your sign, Scorpio. Lots of fun for you. You're doing well, Scorpio. You're doing very, very well. Achieved a lot. You've been feeling good about yourself. You've been feeling very, very good about yourself, Scorpio. And then you're like, well, I'm just going to keep powering ahead. Are you paying attention to your body, to your inner process? You're a water sign. You should be familiar with your inner process. You go deep, Scorpio. So you should know when it's time to slow down. You should know when it's time to chill. You're coming in with the 9 of Pentacles. Look at all you've achieved for yourself. Look at all you have in place. But look, rest. Rest. Can you rest? Can you? Can you accept rest? Or is that going to get you agitated? Do you want to tear yourself or someone else or whatever down because things are going a bit slower? Or are you just going to try and push on through it rather than take the rest that you need? King of Cups is showing up for you. If you don't power ahead, what you can do is open up to other people, show them some love, show them some support. Some of you may start to kick off if things aren't going well. Some of you might be feeling a bit isolated as well, but you don't need to be. You don't need to be, Scorpio. But it's not about someone else coming to your aid. It's about you offering the support, love, affection, being a figure other people can lean upon at this time. And you know why? Because you've got a nice stable base. You're blessed. 4 of Wands. It's going well. You're in this strong place. You've got to share some of that, Scorpio. Don't close off. Keep it all to yourself. This was a time for you to be connecting. I hope that makes sense for you, Scorpio. Hi, Intuitive Gem. Hi, Dee. Hi, Emma. Wonderful to see all of you here. The next sign is going to be Sagittarius. Hi, Ladybug. You're just in time. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. Okay. Common theme that you are applying here, Sagittarius. Some things aren't moving. How frustrating, how annoying, stressful. Some things are going fine. Some things have come off for you. You've got to choose where you put your energy carefully here. Some things are not working. Some things are not moving for now. For now. You can see it, you can't get to it, can't quite reach it. Does that mean that you should start tearing up the things that are going well? No, it just burns energy. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Some things are not, you're not able to shift, but some are going absolutely fine. Some are burning away quite nicely. You don't need to tweak them. You don't need to fiddle with them. It's an internal critic kicking in here, Sagittarius. This is where your process is coming up, I feel, is all or nothing. All or nothing. King of Wands, you have to be selective with where you place your energy, Sagittarius. For some of you, there's also somebody standing in the way of certain things, adding to that strain. For others of you, you're standing in the way of things that are going well. Work out which it is carefully. Carefully. Feel your way into the situation. Look of seriousness there. You are going, if you're not careful, to do some damage to yourself or someone else. It's unnecessary. Got to be more patient. Got to take responsibility. Advice is the King of Cups. Twofold here. One is taking responsibility for the impact of your actions. Taking responsibility for your own emotions, going deeper, figuring out where they're coming from, not rushing into action. For some of you, you've got to find somebody to hold space for you. Could be a therapist, could be a psychic reader, could be a healer of some kind. But whoever it is, you need them to help you to just slow the fuck down, breathe, accept the delays, not tear things up at this time, Sagittarius. It's also a time you can take a break if you want to. It is. Value what you put in place. You don't need to keep stretching and straining. I need to get there now. I need to get there now. No, you don't. No, you don't, or it'll be happening. Slow it down. Get some help with working through stuff. I hope that makes sense for you, Sagittarius. The next sign is going to be Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. No, it's Capricorn. Don't know where that came from. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. I'm blaming that one on Mercury as well. Who's coming out of your past, Capricorn? Who's coming in to distract you? Past crush, past love interest, past lover, ex. Who's coming in? Someone's coming in. Are they coming in to help? Or are they coming in as a big distraction to you, Capricorn? Somebody might take advantage of your longing, might hurt you in the same way as they did before if you let them, whilst actually distracting you from the stuff that you're supposed to be doing, supposed to be working on, supposed to be working through. 6 of Cups, Prince of Cups. Someone's got their heart on you or their eye on you, but somebody might just do what they did before. This could be a repeat experience for you, Capricorn. Watch for the figures coming out of the past, emerging from the fog. Why? 9 of Wands, you've got to defend yourself here. Got to be closed. Be careful. Do not allow yourself to be pulled away. Do not allow yourself to be yanked backwards, pulled backwards into something that you left behind that wasn't that good anyway. They fucking hurt you before. They showed you their true colors, Capricorn. Whatever they did, it wasn't nice. Do you want to open yourself up to that again? Do you want to distract yourself in doing so? Maybe miss something important because you're focused there? Don't rush into it, okay? If they've genuinely changed, they'll be around for a while, but you don't want to just give yourself away like that. And it doesn't have to be love life. It could be something else entirely just coming up like this. Family member who didn't act nicely towards you, decided they want another chance. Be careful. Be careful with all these things at this time. I hope that makes sense for you, Capricorn. The next sign is going to be Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. Aquarius. Following on from Capricorn a little bit, you got hurt being dredged up, Aquarius, or being freshly inflicted, but I feel your experiences are linking you to a deeper level of hurt that was there, that was unprocessed. Or if it was processed, it wasn't fully processed. Now you feel back in it, you're not seeing too much light, too much optimism. 3 of Swords. Not fun. Not a fun starting point. Some of you, it's not every Aquarius, some of you, have you been taking a bit of schadenfreude or a bit of joy from somebody else's misfortune? And then it catches up to you and you're caught out. So this may be self-inflicted for some of you. Not for most of you, but that's come through for some of you. I feel that for those of you where this is being dredged up from the past, it can cause you to lose a bit of hope. Some of you are being, in your opinion, unfairly slammed, criticized over your work as well. Could be a boss figure or somebody who holds some power or control or authority over you, who is inflicting this upon you. King of Pentacles. Your advice? 4 of Cups. Don't give them so much power. Don't give them so much power. There is love, support, hope for you. But you're very fixated on this, very focused on this. And yes, you can observe it, sure. Absolutely can. But don't let it obliterate your joy, your hope. There are more people out there for you. There are more things out there for you. And they are there at this time, and you need to get your head up and notice them as well. I hope that makes sense for you, Aquarius. The final sign is going to be Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 4th to the 10th of November 2019. Pisces. You're finding your joy, Pisces, and you're getting new ideas. You're getting new ideas from this. Something is making you feel more powerful, more in control. So you've had, or you are having this week, some kind of really positive experience. Maybe it's an experience that's familiar, but you haven't had for a while. Maybe it's a new experience, but it reminds you that you can feel joyful. If you work with this, it's going to give you new ideas, new visions, new ways you can move forward that you hadn't considered before, or you hadn't accepted before, because you'd sunk into a bit of pessimism because things haven't been going great. But I feel this week you are coming alive, and it's giving you that bit of a boost that allows you to see things in a new light. You're coming in with the King of Wands. And I feel this is you. You're feeling powerful, ready to act, to assert yourself upon the world. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It can be very simple changes that you're planning on making to your life, or experiences you're having that you'd like to generalize. And you do need to carry those with you, carry that joy with you, that spark, spread it outwards. With the Two of Wands, it's giving you new ideas. You don't have to act too quickly upon them, but you are starting a process here. With the Nine of Cups, you can start to make this a reality. Start to get a vision together of how this figures, what this tells you about yourself, who you are, what your needs are, where you're going, what you do next. What do you want to bring into your life? What do you want to welcome into your life as we move forward, Pisces? It might surprise you. Might be different from what you thought it was before. You might have been really focused on one little thing, and now suddenly you have this moment of elation, and now you're like, actually, I want this. I'm going to move towards this. I'm going to work on manifesting this. You don't have to do too much at this time, but you're starting a new process here. This feels beautiful for you, Pisces. It feels beautiful for you. If things get trickier or tougher, remember the thing that's brought you joy. You can connect to this feeling, and you can probably connect to the things associated with it. Use this as the basis, the blueprint for moving onwards, moving outwards from here. I hope that makes sense for you, Pisces. That is all 12 signs. Thank you all so much for being here. I have time now to answer questions for a couple of people. If you have a question for me, please pop it in the live chat and I will see which of you I'm drawn to. And whilst I'm waiting for those to come through, please remember, everyone, to like and share the video. Margaret says, it surprises me there are not hundreds of people tuning in for these readings. Thank you, Margaret. You can all help by sharing. That helps a huge amount. Like the video, stick the video on your social media. It really helps. Get it on your Facebook, on your Twitter, wherever. Tell people. It means a huge amount to me if you're able to do that. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my details are just in the box below. And if you value my work and you'd like to make a donation to me, details for that are also in the box below. That means I can keep doing this. Let me see who has come up and who I'm drawn to. Renee is asking, Zelda, anything on career work prospects? Looking for work, but also dealing with a huge influx of downloads and information. Okay, Renee, career and work prospects. This is difficult. This is difficult. I feel like there is a situation that you might have experienced already, or it's coming in and you get really close. You get so close, and then it doesn't quite come off. It's not quite in alignment. And I don't feel it's the person you're dealing with who decides against you. There is somebody higher up, or it's slightly external to the situation, who pulls the rug. So you're feeling good with the Eight of Wands. In comes the Emperor, and you get a Three of Swords. I want to get more information for you, because that doesn't feel like the end of the story. Yeah. Don't give up on it too early. Don't give up on it too early. I feel like when this happens, you want to get on the case immediately. Is there feedback? Is there anything I can do? Something else I can do for you? Something else I can offer to do for you? Is there another position opening up? Would you reconsider? Knight of Pentacles. So you're not there yet, but I feel you're so close. And I feel it's turned down not because of you or because of the person you're dealing with immediately, and there may be a way through it. I have Justice showing up. So you're going to get there. You're going to get there. It feels more positive going on from that, but there is a setback. Don't take it too much to heart, and get straight back on the case with this position and other ones as well, because I feel like there is a happier resolution that emerges in time. I hope that makes sense for you. Anna Garcia, how does Christopher feel about me romantically? I feel there's a nice energy between you. I feel it's balanced. I also feel that may not be that deep emotionally, may not be that sustainable, but you click where you get on well with Justice. But the energies of the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords. One is older, one is younger. One is a bit more closed off. The older one is a bit more closed off. I feel there's a lot of conversation, a lot of talking, a lot of chatting. That's not a bad thing. It's going to take time for it to reach a deeper level. Somebody here is a little bit closed off. Whichever of you is the older one feels that tiny bit closed off at the moment, and it's going to take you time to feel your way into things. Nine of Cups. So take the time to feel into this, but don't rule out other options just yet, because I feel you do have other options. I hope that makes sense for you. Lisa Wagner, should I call Paul? Let me rephrase that for you, Lisa. What's the energy between you and Paul? Because I'm not going to tell you what you should and shouldn't do. That is entirely your own decision. Things are slow with Paul, Lisa. They've been really slow. They've frustrated you. So much so that you've pulled away. You've gone back to doing other things because you're like, I'm bored of waiting around. I'm bored of trying this. So why are you going back now? Why are you going back now? Seven of Pentacles. High Priestess. I feel you already know the answer to this one. With the World, I feel this is done and dusted. You've got to move on from it, release it. You're older, you're wiser. You don't need to keep putting yourself through the same thing. I hope that makes sense for you. Thank you all so much for your questions. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to wish you all a wonderful week. Please remember, like and share the video. Please get in touch if there's anything I can do for you at all. I'll see you all again really soon. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, night, or morning, depending on where you are in the world.